Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today is now Tuesday, the 27th of December. It is 2 days after Christmas, yeah, 27th of December, and it's currently 1:10 in the afternoon. I just got home from Andy's because I've been at his since Friday for Christmas. No, I haven't. I've been at his since Saturday for Christmas. So it's been such a lovely period of time. Yet again though, it's very similar to my birthday. I didn't film a great deal because I was just in the moment. So I was hoping to get some clips of like the table and our food and a little bit of Thomas, but I was too busy just being in the moment and being present and not getting my camera out or my phone out. So but regardless, I did have a fantastic time. I was very, very spoiled from everybody, and I had the best time. So I did just want to come on and start this vlog very quickly. I'm going to show you the only books that I did get from family members. These are all from Andy, and it's absolutely no surprise that all of these are horrors because it's his favourite genre of movie to watch. So naturally he's trying to get me into that a little bit more. We do watch a lot of horror. I don't particularly like it. It scares the shit out of me, and I can have very vivid nightmares afterwards, but I watch them because he likes them. So it is what it is. But he did get me 3 books for Christmas. He got me loads of other stuff as well, but these 3 books I did just want to show you. So he got me Crossroads by Laurel Hightower, which is a novella, and I have seen both Gabby and Riley mention this one, so I'm excited for this one. Always excited to stick horror novella on my well, any novellas to be honest, on my TBR, because they're very good for breaking things up a little bit, especially if you're reading chunky books. So I did get this one off him, and then I did get Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes, which I've had my eye on for such a long time. So I'm excited to have this one as well. This is like the Titanic but in space, and it's haunted. So I am looking forward to this one. I've heard the audiobook is great for this one as well. Again, heard this one from Riley and I think Gabby as well. And then we also have Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates, which was recommended to me by both Cassidy and Mel. So I absolutely know nothing about this, but they both recommended Darcy Coates to me, so I decided to pick this one up, and I'm excited to give it a bash. So I'm intrigued to know what this is about as well. So those are the 3 books that I did get off Andy. They're the only 3 books I got from family members for Christmas, which isn't surprising. They prefer not to buy me books, to be honest. They prefer to give me money, and then if I want to spend it on books I can do, so which is absolutely fine. I do have a lot of books. They are correct in that maybe I don't need any more books, but it is what it is. He does like to stick some books on my like within my presents somewhere, so thanks to him. But I thought I would start this reading vlog. So this week is Smutathon, which is hosted by Riley Marie and Lainey, and I'm very excited. I always try and take part in this where I can, and I'm hyped because this week, I mean, I have a reasonable TBR that I'm looking forward to trying to get through. It's never going to happen, but I just thought I would give myself some options because I actually have a longer period of time this week that I am home alone rather than being like with Andy or with family members. So I thought that I would take advantage and get some reading done, but I also have a lot of filming to do and editing as well. So I am going to try and break my time up a little bit. I was going to film today and then read tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, but I think what I might actually do is read today, just chill a little bit more, and then film tomorrow and edit tomorrow, and then Thursday and Friday can be like reading days again. Unless I don't get all of my filming done, and then I might film again on Friday. Just break my week up a little bit because I am home now for 4 days alone, which I haven't done in a long time. So it will be interesting to see how this goes. It's only because Andy's back in work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, and I feel like I've been in his space long enough now. So I came home this morning. So, and I've just been tidying things up, putting things away, Christmas presents, etc. So yeah, there is quite a bit for me to get through here. So I'm very quickly just going to go through these with you, and as I pick them up I will tell you what they're about. But this is Famine by Laura Thalassa. This is the 3rd book in the 4 Horsemen series, and I am reading this for Becca's Patreon book club, the Alpha Ho book club. I'm enjoying this series so far, having a good time with it, so I'm looking forward to continuing. I will be reading Death in January, to finish off the series, which will be nice because it means that I will wrap a series up in the first month of the year, which is lush. So Famine is on here. The book that I have already started, I started this yesterday because Andy went on his PlayStation for a couple of hours. So I did start Flock by Kate Stewart last night. I've got to bend this cover in my bag by accident, whoopsie. But I did start Flock by Kate Stewart last night. This is the first in the Ravenhood series, and I got to page 135, so I'm quite a ways in. I'm hoping to finish this today and maybe start something else. This one is following a woman. We're basically following her during 2 different timelines, but mostly in the past right now, and then I think we're going to go back to the present. So we get the introduction from her of exactly what's been going on. She grew up sick. It's the way she thinks about love and things like that. Basically, she grew up with her mum, and then several years down the line, I think when she was, I can't remember what age she was when she went to go and live with her dad. I think she was 19, 18, 19, and she went to go and live with her dad and do a year with him. Where she will work for him and she will live with him, but he's not very attentive. He's very much a businessman, and everything he does is in businessman mode. So she's gone to live with him, and that's where we're at right now. She's met a couple, well, a guy in one of her classes where she's out of college, and she's ended up starting to date him, but things seem a little bit weird with his group of friends, and she's not fully figured out what's going on yet. So that's where I'm up to at the moment, but I am intrigued to know what happens with the rest of it. I'm very excited. I think there's going to be like a sharing situation here with her within the group. That's my guesstimate anyway. I don't know whether that's going to be true, and I will neither confirm nor deny whether that is true throughout this vlog because it will spoil, but that's my guesstimate anyway. But I am intrigued to continue. I'm enjoying it so far. It didn't, the 355 pages, no, 135 pages that I've read so far absolutely flew by, so I'm enjoying it, really enjoying the writing style and everything. The audiobook's fantastic as well because every single time that a guy talks, a guy is actually doing the narration. So like even in conversation with her, a guy's doing it despite the fact that it's a woman that's narrated the book. So I'm really enjoying that as well because it's not very often you get that. Usually it's the woman trying to do a very deep man's voice, and if there's several men like there is, several male characters in here like there is, sometimes it can get a bit confusing and complicated when the woman's trying to do so many different men's voices. So I am really enjoying that factor in here as well. So having a good time with this one, hoping to finish it today and I will start something else. Then I have popped Scarred on here by Emily McIntyre, which is the second in the Never Ever series. Never After series, sorry. There's 4 out in this series so far. I don't know if she's doing any more, but this is a Lion King retelling, I believe. I really enjoyed the Peter Pan retelling, so I did pop that one on here to continue a series. I've got Lotus by Jennifer Hartman. I really want to read this one because I loved Still Beating, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it. Also, I don't know how smutty this one necessarily is. I feel like it could be a lot more deeper than, well, not as, I mean, Still Beating was deep, to be honest, but like more of a contemporary-esque story rather than smutty like romance story than Still Beating. So there's that one, and then there's also There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark, which I'm really intrigued to read. This is just a duology, but I have heard that there are triggers. God, the writing in here is massive. There are triggers in here for me specifically for stalking, so I do need to be careful with that, but I want to give this one a go. It's a serial killer romance, and I really enjoyed the Mindfuck series, so I want to try that one. But my priority is obviously to get through Flock and also Famine, and then I don't know what my next priority will be. I think I'm actually really intrigued. I really do want to give Lotus a go, but I think, and knowing that this is smutty, I actually really want to give this one a go. So I think I might try that one and have that as my next priority. So yeah, that's everything that I would like to read over the next few days. Whether or not I get through them all, I don't know, because I'm also very hooked on Yellowstone at the moment on Paramount Plus, so I'll be doing a lot of watching that. But what I'm going to try and do is focus on watching that in the evening. The only thing with that is I get carried away and I end up staying up till daft o'clock in the morning watching it. But I suppose if I've got nothing else to do, it's not really a big deal. It's fine, as long as I just get up in the morning and get my shit done. So that's what I'm up to. So I am going to try and carry on with Flock and try and finish this one off this afternoon. I don't think I have too much left of the audiobook, because I did manage to get the audiobook for a reasonable price, because I got it on. I do this often despite the fact that I own the book. It is a Kindle Unlimited book, so I got it on, actually no it isn't, I think this one was 99p. So I bought it and then got the audiobook for $3.49. Don't ask me why I did that, but it's quicker to get through for me. So I've only got 2.5 hours of the audio left. So I will carry on with that. I do have a bit more tidying up to do and I want to make some lunch, so I'll listen to that while I'm going on. My parents also got me some headphones as well, so I've been using those yesterday while Andy was on his PlayStation so I could listen to the audiobook. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what I'm planning on reading this week. We'll see how much of it I actually get through, but this will be the last vlog of the year as well, so we'll see whether or not I manage to get some. I don't reckon I will, but we'll see whether or not I manage to get some more top 10s in. I don't think I'm going to get anything that's beating my #1 at the moment, but we'll see what happens. So I'll check back in with you later. Okay, it's a little bit later. It's 5 o'clock. I've just finished Flock by Kate Stewart. This book. I think it's going to get 5 stars. I've not put it through Pile yet, but I'm fairly certain it's going to get 5 stars. I loved this. This was fantastic. Also, only just realised by having a quick butcher's on Amazon that this is actually kind of like a, not quite Robin Hood retelling, but it's kind of like reimagining, if you like. Raven Hood should have been a giveaway. The whole vigilante thing should have been a giveaway, but whatever. I missed it completely, clearly. I spent a good portion of listening to this book trying to hunt down Exodus and the Finish Line in these covers. Turns out, congratulations to Kate Stewart, because this series has been taken up by a publisher and now they've changed the covers, obviously. So I struggled really hard to get hold of the covers because I actually prefer these to the new ones, and I didn't want to have to wait until March, I think it is, to get the second and third book. So I've ended up ordering them off of the American Amazon. So they will be with me mid-January, I think. So yay for that, but I kind of wish that I could just finish the series now. I just want to carry on. The cliffhanger at the end of this was so good. We are following Cecilia, who is our main character, and as I've already mentioned, we're following for a good portion of this book her when she was 19 and she first met this group of people, the Raven Hood, but also like the two main characters, the two men in this book, Sean and Dominic, who are best friends. And then, well, we haven't even gone back to like the beginning when she's like 26 and she's gone back to where's it called, Falls, Triple Falls. So we haven't even gone back to that age yet. I assume that might come back in the third book, because we start off with her being that age and going back to Triple Falls, and then it's the backstory of her at 19 meeting everybody. So I assume we're just going to get the story carrying on and then get her again at 26 towards the end of the finish line, maybe. I'm not sure, but this was so good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the writing style, I enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the relationships in here. I just really liked everything about it, and I had such a good time. I don't know why I waited so long to pick this up. I am mad at myself because I would have, like 136 pages in, I wanted to buy the next two in the series. So I was freaking out that I wasn't going to be able to get matching covers and I was going to have to get the new ones, because also they won't be the nice, you know, like matte larger sized covers either, books. They will be the, I assume, normal sized UK paperbacks with the normal covers, and they won't be as floppy and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm glad that despite the fact that I've had to pay through the nose for them a little bit, I have managed to get to the other two in these original covers, because I do love these covers. So I'm very excited to continue on with the series, and this is my first read for Smutathon. Very happy that I've finally picked that up. I've had it for so long as well. I should have picked it up ages ago. My next read is actually going to be There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. I'm going to give this one a go. As previously mentioned, somebody has told me, I think it was Cassidy, has told me that there is an element of stalking in here. So I'm going to see how things go, but I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. On the back it says, I loathe Alistair Shaw. The city of San Francisco thinks we're rival artists. In truth, we're predators battling for hunting ground. We never chased the same prey until the night we both laid eyes on Mara Eldridge. Shaw wants to use her as a pawn in his twisted game. I'm fixated on her for a different reason. She makes me feel things I never thought I could feel. Want things I never wanted. Only she can make me lose control. I don't know if I should protect her at all costs or destroy her before she ruins me. Mara knows I'm no saint, but she has no ideas. She's dancing with the devil. So I am intrigued to get to this one. So yeah, this is the one that I'm going to start with this evening. I'm going to have some food and watch a little bit more Yellowstone. I watched one episode while I had some lunch, and I'm going to continue on with that. But this has got a shorter audiobook than Famine, for example, so I'm going to save that one till probably tomorrow evening / Thursday. And then I'll see at that point whether I'm going to have chance to fit something else in. But Famine is a priority, but I want to try picking this one up. So yeah, going to give this one a bash because it's not too long. 360 pages. It is longer than Flock, but like I say, the writing in here is huge. So I think it's just under 9 hours for the audiobook. So this is going to be the next one. So I can't get over how much I liked Flock. It was so good. So good. I'm really excited I've managed to get the original covers for the indie published books. I'm really happy for Kate Stewart to get it picked up. I'm always happy for publishers to have their books picked up. But when I'm so late on getting like the rest of the series or the book to begin with, so for example, I do wish I'd managed to get a copy of A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibbons before it was picked up by the publisher, so I could have an original copy as well. But I'm really happy that I managed to get Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry before that was picked up. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. But yeah, great start to the reading vlog. I'm gonna go and settle in for some Yellowstone and have some food, and then I will make a start on this bad boy, and I will check back in with you, and I've got an update for you. Okay, hey, it's Wednesday evening. I've got no idea what time it is, probably around 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. I have been making some progress on There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. I actually think I'm going to DNF this. I'm quite a ways in. I'm 173 pages in. Not quite halfway, but I think I'm going to DNF it. This is following our two main characters, Cole and Mara, but we're also kind of getting a bit of a story from a guy called Alistair Shaw. It's literally written right at the top. I don't know why it took me so long to find that. Alistair. So Cole is a rich artist, Mara is a poor artist, Alistair is an artist somewhere in between, and it turns out that both Alistair and Cole are serial killers. Now this starts off with Cole killing someone, which was interesting to say the least, but we now have a situation where Alistair's tried to kill Mara, not succeeded, but Cole actually found her like bound and bleeding and everything, and then just left her there, and she saw him and then he starts stalking her, and it's just several things that have happened that are making me feel very icky, and I'm not here for it. It looks like I've found my boundary for stalking. So I don't think I can continue with this anymore. So we're DNFing that, which is fine. It's another book off my TBR and another series that I'm DNFing, so that's okay. So I am going to move on to Famine by Laura Thalassa. Now this series is the Four Horsemen series. This is book 3. We have done Pestilence and War, and now we've got Famine. I have heard a lot of people say that this one apparently is people's favourite in general. And in this one, we're following Anna da Silva. Always assumed she'd die young. She just never expected to be at the hands of famine. The haunting immortal who once spared her life so many years ago. But if the horseman remembers her at all, he must not care. For when she comes face to face with him for the second time in her life, she's stabbed and left for dead. Only she doesn't quite die. So this one continues on to follow the brothers, but this one specifically now, and these stories are very much the same, much of a muchness. We follow one of the Four Horsemen. We follow a woman trying to stop him and ended up seeing a lot of the cruelty that he's causing and trying to change him, but they fall in love. So it's very much a muchness. They're all been the same, to be honest, at this point, but they're just, well, painful but a bit of fun at the same time. 450 pages. This looks so much chunkier than 450 pages. But yeah, I will be reading Death, which is the final one in this series, in January for Final Book Support Group. But I'm looking forward to reading this one. I am reading this for the Alpha Ho Book Club, which is Becca's Patreon book club, and I'm looking forward to giving it a bash. So hopefully I can get through this evening, tomorrow and Friday, and get it finished, so I can wrap this vlog up, because Saturday and Sunday will be spent New Year's Eve celebrations, and then Andy's birthday celebrations on Sunday, because it is his birthday on Sunday. So yeah, that's where I'm up to with my reading. We will see. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's my update for you. I just thought I'd give you a bit of a different angle. This is annoying though, my lamp. But yeah, I've been debating taking my Christmas tree down today as well. I've just been in one of those weird moods. I've got a bookshelf and a TBR cart, like a smaller TBR cart than normal, that I'm actually going to use for some of the stuff in my room. I'm going to put it underneath my dresser in my room to put like my straighteners and my curling wand and my hairdryer and, you know, perfumes and makeup and stuff in, just to tidy up a little bit in there, because that's getting really overwhelmingly messy. It's another thing as well, didn't want to actually get out of bed and have to face how messy my room is right now, so I need to sort that out. That's also on the list, but we'll see what I manage to get done. I think I'm just going to try and keep the pressure off myself, maybe focus on filming and editing rather than everything else as well, like the housework and stuff. I can probably do that next week. I am thinking that I might leave off the tree until Monday and Tuesday when I'm doing my Patreon 24-hour and do it then, because I can listen to audiobooks while doing that. Oh no, because the books I'm planning on reading are ebooks. Shit. Might have to rethink that. Might have to rethink it. It's fine. Everything is fine. But yeah, that's where I'm up to. So I'm going to go, and I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you on Famine. yesterday. I forgot to film anything yesterday. I was actually quite busy trying to film and edit some videos, so I did forget to pick the camera up, but I just wanted to come on and give you some progress. Sorry, the camera's quite low because you're sitting on a Forever Loop box, on my laptop, on my diary, on a Tumblr. You're not high enough. I have been reading Famine, and I am currently 321 pages into this, and I'm hoping to finish this today. Well, I need to finish it today, but I am also hoping, if I can, because that will be book 159, and I feel icky about finishing on book 159, so we're going to try and get book 160 done today as well. And I did download yesterday a audiobook, a short one called The Office Party. So I'm gonna try and read that today as well. It's only 2 hours and 19 minutes, so it's gonna be about an hour on my speed. So hopefully I can get Famine finished and also The Office Party done today, and that will be me done for the year, which will be awesome because tomorrow I will be going to Andy's. It's New Year's Eve, and then Sunday is his birthday, so I won't get any reading done this weekend. But I do need to nip out, so I'm about to do Patreon sprints with Jade, but in the first sprint I am going to nip out. I'm going to go to the butcher's and get some food. I am going to go to the card shop and get Andy a balloon, and then I'm going to nip to the shop across the road and get some Pepsi Max and a loo roll. So yeah, I'm going to nip out in the first sprint, which will be nice because I haven't left the house since I got home on what day is today? On Tuesday. So it'll be nice to go out for a walk, but it looks like the races are on today because there's a lot of people walking by. So it might be a bit busy in town, but I did just receive this parcel, so I thought now would be a good enough time, good a time as any to come on and give you an update. I don't know where the rip is. I assume this might be from Waterstones, maybe. They haven't given me like a perforated edge, so we're just gonna do that. It is Waterstones. Okay, so this is You Are Your Own Fairy Tale by Amanda Lovelace, which is the bind up of her poetry collections from this collection, essentially. So it is the bind up of Break Your Glass Slipper, Shine Your Icy Crown, and Unlock Your Storybook Heart, which I own all of them. I've read them all, but I just wanted the bind up because I thought it would be really pretty to have. I love Amanda Lovelace's poetry collections. They're absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited now to have this collection as well. These pages are so thin. Absolutely stunning. So happy to have this one. This was meant to come out ages ago, and there was a delay on it, and I'm not sure why, so I'm glad to finally have it. Stunning, stunning, stunning. It's got illustrations all the way through, and it even has a bookmark in it as well, which is very nice. So absolutely beautiful. Would recommend. These are really good. I've seen myself in some of these poems as well, which was really nice. So yay to Waterstones finally getting this out. This wasn't due out, I don't think, till like, I have it down actually. It's come out early. Well, late originally, but the 5th of January it's not supposed to come out till, so nice. So yeah, the races are definitely all on. All the men are walking past looking very smart. So yeah, that's my update anyway. So I'm gonna go and get myself ready for sprints and then get myself ready to go on a quick walk. I am hoping that I can manage everything I need to manage in the first sprint. 45 minutes seems like a long time, but I've got to walk to town, which can take about 5 minutes, and then the butchers sometimes can take longer than usual. I'm hoping it won't be too busy, but it will be right in the middle of lunchtime, so we'll have to see. I wonder if I can ring ahead. I don't know. Right, anyway, I'm gonna go, so I will check back in with you when I finish Famine and let you know how that's going, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I should probably come on and wrap this vlog up because it's now Tuesday and I haven't done so. and I want to get it edited and uploaded for you. So I am here to wrap up the last vlog of the year. This was the Smutathon vlog, and I did manage to read 3 books as well as DNF in 1 more. So I'm really happy with how many I managed to get through. Seeing as I stopped reading on Friday, so I didn't read anything Saturday and Sunday at all. And I'm really proud of myself. Not only that, but I actually managed to nail 160 books, I think it was. So I did read like a small novella on Friday just to get myself to that 160 book, because I didn't want to finish the year on 159. So let's go through the books very quickly and my thoughts on them. I did read Flock by Kate Stewart. I absolutely love this book. I'm sure I gushed about it loads during this vlog, but I really enjoyed this one and I gave it 5 stars. I'm very excited to continue on with the series, and I'm really happy that I have managed to get a hold of the covers that look very the same as this, so that match these covers. I actually, until just this moment, forgot I'd done that as well. I was sat here thinking I'm gonna have to order the next ones in these series. Don't even with me. Then I did DNF, There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. As predicted by Cassidy, the triggers in here are too much for me and I just don't want to read this series. So I have DNF'd it. I've already explained why, but I did get a good chunk through. I was around the 141 page-ish mark, if not further. So I have DNF'd that one. That will be going in an unhaul pile. Then I did move on to Famine by Laura Thalassa. I don't think I updated you on this one, but I gave it 4 stars. I did enjoy this one. I have since watched Becca's vlog and her wrap up of this actually, and I think she makes some good points, so maybe this should be a 3-star rather than 4. This story didn't move at a pace as well as Pestilence and War did, because I felt like they weren't moving as far as Pestilence and War. And not only that, I feel like the death side of things, we weren't like they would move on and then the death would come, and I feel like we weren't in it as much, and I just feel like the atmosphere wasn't there as much. I don't know what it was about it. However, I did enjoy Famine as a character. I felt like he was quite dry, and then he kind of came into this personality that I quite liked. He was mimicking our main character and I quite liked that, and I thought that I don't know, it was good. And then I liked the end as well with kind of like the introduction. If you know, you know. So I don't know, maybe it keeps its 4-star, maybe it should be a 3.5. However, I don't do half-star ratings because of Goodreads, so I'm not sure. For the time being, I'm going to keep it at 4. Maybe it will go down. I'm not sure. It's not going up, that's for sure. But I did give it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. Not as much as War. I think War is my favourite so far, I reckon, if I remember correctly. And then the last book that I did read to get me to 160 was The Office Party by Whitney G. I will show a picture of it here because I don't physically own it. I listened to it on audio. It wasn't a very long book at all. It was literally a novella, and we're following 2 characters. We are following them to start off with. Our main character, I can't even remember their names. Like, this is how much I wasn't that into this book. So our main character is Georgia, and her boss, his name isn't on here, of course it isn't. Her boss, I can't remember his name. Either way, it starts off with her going on holiday with her sister or something, and her boss finds out. Now, you're not, in this company, you're not allowed to take holidays during the month of December. And you're contracted to go on this works do, Christmas works do every year. They pick a different place every single year. She decides to bail, lies to him, tells him that she's really sick, and then goes on holiday with her sister, and he ends up finding her and catching her. Then we jump to a year later, they're doing Secret Santa, and she gets her boss in Secret Santa. She then regifts him what her sister's given her, thinking that it's going to be a sweater, because that's what her sister always gets her. It turns out that's not the case, and it is a dildo. And insinuations are made. It turns out that her boss has had the hots for her for a really long time, well, since the previous year, and that's it. That's literally the story. They get together, they get down and dirty, and that's the story. Very short story. I think I would have enjoyed this more if it was a novel rather than novella. I think in general, I gave it 3 stars. I think in general it was fine for what it was. It's a novella, there's only so much information you can get from them, but I think I would have loved it as a novel, because I would have loved to have seen more tension between her and her boss. I would have loved to have seen the romance build a little bit more. It was just very, very rushed for me. And I just would have loved it more as a novel. I think that's literally like my main point, but it got 3 stars. It was fine for what it was, and it got me my 160th book for the year, so I was happy with that. So yeah, overall I managed to finish 3 books in this vlog and DNF 1, so that's not too bad. I've managed to get 1 off my shelves that I no longer want on here, so that's great news. And then I got a 5 and a 4 star and a 3, so we're not doing too bad. So yes, this is the last vlog of the year. It's obviously now the new year, so I do hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas and New Year. I've probably already said that in the beginning of the first vlog of 2023, but yeah, I'm gonna go, but I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Chat to me in the comments down below. Have you read any of these books? I do hope that people will still continue to pick this up. It's literally a me problem, not the book, so just be wary of that going in. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Chat to me in the comments down below, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.